And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Like 20. Right there. 56.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 22, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is taken at the 23. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They are led out by the 15th overall selection in 2019. Former Ohio State Buckeye Dwayne Haskins.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
From the 38, Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards that time, and a Washington first. On first down, this is Geis. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Here we go.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Saquon Barkley. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Geis. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. On first down, it's Haskins. Completes this one to Meredith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Again, Geis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Automatic first down.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Kill.
On the run, it's Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Roethlisberger. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Now Haskins gets it to Meredith, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Redskin 1st down, the pickup 15 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. Geis, they'll try to run it. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Cameron Meredith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here. So it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job here to force an incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. As this unit comes back out there, let's focus in on Darius Geis. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. They go play action now. Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Haskins now. Only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. This is Geis. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football. Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Haskins to throw it. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there. That'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Geis with a carry on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. On first down, Thompson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now it's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Haskins now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now a give. Right side, it's Geis. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll run with Geis. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. second down and goal. Haskins, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, third and goal. They run with Geis. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So we are at half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On third and 1, it's Haskins. That's complete to Meredith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So much for the run on third and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, 42 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Let's go.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Roethlisberger will throw, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first, and it's third down now. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
This is brought in at the 21. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads would be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got this down to the 35. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Haskins will throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins, he's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Dexter Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And that takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, doesn't it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Looking to throw, Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So that one will be accepted. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Man, that's trash.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. For the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run with Barkley. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game.
Lock 80! Right there, 56. Man, I got you.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
As this unit comes back out there, let's focus in on Darius Geis. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Here's Haskins to throw. Completes this one to Meredith. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Redskins have the 1st down on a pickup of 18. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here's Geis. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Play action. Haskins looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Roethlisberger now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. He's got his man. This is Tate. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Roethlisberger. Will be outside, it's complete. He's got it. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
That's on Kevin Zeitler, acquired in the Odell Beckham trade. So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. He completes it to Tate. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Roethlisberger had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 26. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Darren Lee, it'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 14. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. It's hauled in by Shepard. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation.
That's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end? And he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. On the ground, it's Geis. And he's got this down to the 35. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time.